on the back page of the Sunday Mirror this morning. Simon Mullock, John, saying that Manchester City finally ready to get rid of him. Will they get rid of him? Substituted yesterday after 55 minutes, straight down the tunnel, and yet they still won 3-0.
Yeah, I was at the game, and his body language from the first minute was shocking. It looks like he doesn't enjoy playing football. In fact, he probably doesn't. You know, he's got that lackadaisical style.
Playing football for Manchester City or just playing football?
No, I don't think he's in love with football. I think he's in love with everything that goes with it.
Careful.
You know, the money and other things. But
careful.
But Manchester City, you know, while he was on, it was slow, it was pedantic. He went off, Sergio Aguero came on, and it was a different City. There's only Roberto Mancini would put up with this guy. Well, hang on. I just think the way he plays football, he's a loathsome character. It just annoys me.
You know,
loathsome.
Oh.
You know, everybody dreams about playing football when they're kids. You know, and this guy has got some talent. I don't think he's the best player in the world, but he's got some talent, and he just misuses it. He doesn't enjoy playing football.
I don't agree with you about that, John. I don't agree with you about that. And I know that he is. He's a different character, and he can be, you know. But I think he's a great entertainer. And
Great
okay,
entertainer.
well, yeah, he may have had a bad game yesterday. He was fantastic during the Euros. He was absolutely fantastic for Italy during the Euros. And okay, so he looked.
I wouldn't say fantastic. He had a decent.
Well, I thought he had a couple of games where he was unplayable, and I think he's great for our game. And I think, you know,
It's great for us as journalists.
Yeah, we don't give. City fans point this out, and I think they're right to point it out, that we don't give Balotelli praise sometimes where it's due, like when the Dortmund keeper was trying to wind him up. You know, the Dortmund keeper whispers in his ear, who knows what he's whispering in his ear, and he still puts the penalty away.
Yeah, because he's not bothered whether he misses or not.
I don't agree with you about that, John. I don't think that's fair. I honestly don't think that's fair.
People say he's nervous. He couldn't give a monkeys, to be honest.
I'll tell you, one of the interesting, though, one of the reasons he was so good for Italy, particularly in that Germany game, was the Italian players refused to indulge him, you know, and the manager refused to indulge him, and they said to him, if you want to play, play, but don't mess us about. And Balotelli actually responded to that from the Italian players and management, because, you know, they don't deal with prima donnas in Italy particularly. At City, I think Mancini's veered between wanting to kind of make a special case of him and wanting to crack down on him all the time. So you get these two faces of management, and he can't quite decide which to do. What you end up with is the kind of, you know, you end up in no man's land where he's a problem, he sulks, he flounces out, and occasionally he's sensational. I just think they should decide, either tell him to submit, you know, and buckle down, or get rid of him.
Just a final point on this, John, because Simon's story says that Balotelli is now damaging the Manchester City brand, and the Abu Dhabi owners of the club may take the decision out of Mancini's hands about whether he should stay or whether he should go. Is that the right decision?
I think he should go, you know, because...
But based on damaging the brand or based on his behaviour?
Well, no, based on his behaviour, all this business about the brand, don't go with that. I mean, Balotelli, yesterday, just, as I said earlier, didn't want to be there. You know, and the way he walked off, and you're going about the Manchester City fans. I tell you what, they weren't applauding him off. You know.
No, I'm not saying they were.
They'd had enough of him yesterday.
Well, I mean, I think the Balotelli's problem and City's bonus is that they have two players. You know, they have Sergio Aguero and Carlos Tevez to draw on up front, who are two pretty useful players. But I mean, you know, Tevez hasn't exactly been an easy ride for City fans, has he? So, I mean, you know, I think Balotelli's a great talent, and if Mancini can manage him and get the best out of him, then...
Well, how long is it going to go on for, though?
The problem is he does...
Not long, according to Simon in the Sunday Mirror. But let's just move on to Liverpool. They play Stoke City this afternoon at Anfield, Paul, and